namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. Tonight, we tell you the story of a chip maker that is eating the world. Nvidia has become the first $4 trillion company, the world's first ever. What does that mean? Is this the peak of the AI gold rush or just the beginning? We will decode the new world order of tech. We'll also tell you about Donald Trump. He's back with tariffs and tantrums. They are political and ridiculous, helping neither America nor the world. Also, he asked African leaders, where did you learn to speak English? And then he tried to charm the continent. Did it work? We will discuss. On the other side of the globe, Taiwan has launched its biggest ever war games. Will this deter China or provoke it further? Meanwhile, the Red Sea is on fire. Houthis have now sunk 2 more ships. Global shipping is under siege and no one seems to have a solution. In Kenya, the protests have turned deadly. What does it mean for President Ruto? In Europe, a nuclear shift. Britain and France strike a deal. Is this the start of a European nuclear umbrella, independent of America? Also tonight, Russia's vodka problem. Production is falling. What's behind this decline in the national spirit? And on this Guru Purnima, who are the guiding lights in our lives? What makes a teacher timeless? All this and more coming up. The headlines first. Bangladesh's International Crimes Tribunal indicts former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina over alleged crimes against humanity. This comes as the country's former police chief pleads guilty to that charge and agrees to act as a witness. The case relates to the crackdown on protesters during last year's student uprising, which led to Hasina's ouster. Pakistan police raid a scam call center and arrest 149 people. This includes 71 foreigners who are mostly Chinese citizens. The raid took place in Faisalabad, which is a manufacturing hub. The victims would receive a small return on their initial investments and then be persuaded to hand over larger sums of money. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio meets Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Rubio says Lavrov shared a quote-unquote new idea on the Ukraine war during their meeting, which was held on the sidelines of the ASEAN Foreign Ministers Summit in Malaysia. Moscow says the two diplomats also discussed restoring economic ties between the US and Russia. Sweden's migration minister under fire over his son's far-right links, but he has ruled out resigning. His teenage son has been linked to white supremacist groups. Currently, Sweden has a centre-right minority government, which has been accused of overlooking far-right extremism. And European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen survives a confidence vote. The censure motion was tabled by a far-right faction. Von der Leyen had dismissed it as an attempt to divide Europe, calling its supporters apologists for Russian President Putin. But the rare challenge has exposed frictions over her leadership style.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.